Welcome back, everyone. Today is March 18th and we are finally getting out to do some more catfishing. See, Jason's behind me. He's just getting rods set out. And if you watched the last couple videos, I talked about high water, we've been flooding, and we're still on the back end of that. The lakes are getting down to normal level, but it's going to be a tough bite possibly just because the water is dropping like it always is. What's the water temperature right now?
41.5 degrees.
41.5 degrees, so that's pretty good. We like to get out here this time of year, and that's usually the water temperature that we really catch a lot of fish. So we'll just work out through here today and see if the fish are in the channel, if they're on the flats. We don't know yet, we're just getting started, so hopefully we can catch a bunch. First one that feels like it's hooked up good. Had one on for just a minute earlier and it came off, but first spot didn't produce. We moved to a little deeper water and got some action pretty quick here, so hopefully we can stay on them. First catfish of 2018. Like we always do this time of year, we're using small circle hooks, and we brought frozen shad. Really yellow fish. Got another one bouncing a rod here. Just gonna reel into them. We're not really taking off with it, so you gotta kind of force them into it. Same thing, haven't changed anything, we're just using shad. I think moving to deeper water was definitely a smart move. This fish got quite a bit of fight in them for 40-degree water. One looks like a male. Doesn't have the crazy V head they normally have when they're spawning, but he's got a V and big thick lips on him. There's the size of baits we're using. Not very big, which is pretty common. This cold water, you don't want to use big baits most of the time. Good looking fish, he's healthy. Another one hit pretty quick. He's doing a lot of tail flipping, or he's in a little bit of structure, I'm not sure. Boy, for as cold as this water is, these fish are putting up a good fight today. And
Nice channel cat.
yeah, it's a big channel cat. If he's hooked good,
You want the net?
I think I'll be alright. Boy, he's got a big old mouth on him. Oh, that is a nice channel cat. We don't catch very many big channel cats around here, and we've caught some 15-pounders, but it's rare that we'll spend a day catching fish like that. Grab these fish grips behind you, because he's a male and you know what he's going to do. He will clamp down on my hand hard. He is not wanting to open his mouth. That right there is why I am not putting my fingers in his mouth. I think Jason remembers I caught my personal best channel catfish one day, and he got quite the laugh out of it because I stuck my hand in its mouth and it clamped on me and it just started rolling. It tore me all to pieces. Look how wide the head is on that channel cat. That is a big fish, a big channel cat I should say, for our area. Well, if we can catch a bunch of them like this today, it would be an outstanding day channel cat fishing. I don't know if we'll get a bigger fish than that, but we're gonna try to catch some more. I'm gonna get him back in the water.
Well, it's been a while. Moved a couple spots and fourth fish of the day here. He's got the first three. We moved spots, been here maybe 7 or 8 minutes. And this little one hits. He's all tangled up in the line. He's rolling around in it. But it's another healthy channel cat. My first one for 2018. Spit it out. There he goes. Just open your mouth, little guy. Thank you. Another small piece of shad. That one come off a tail hook. But he's clean, bleeding a little bit, but he'll get over it. And away we go. Fish number 5. Just about the time I was thinking maybe we ought to move. The other one hooks up.
Look how muddy his belly is.
Oh yeah. Water's cold and these fish are just pinned to the bottom. Just absolutely pinned down there in the mud. But if I get him rolled around here, see the mud in the bottom of his head, down his sides. I mean, they're just pinned to the bottom. Another small piece of shad, another small circle hook. Seems to be the thing today. We'll keep after it and keep moving and see what happens.
Back to back. Jason just released that other fish. And I had a rod go down and another rod over here get hit. Just weird how these fish act sometimes. You sit here for half an hour or nothing, and then all your rods go down. This fish has something on it. Not the normal parasites we see. I have to get that up close to you and show it. It's got like lumps of some sort. I don't know what this is. These are under the skin. I don't know if you'll be able to see them in the camera, but little bumps all over it. I've seen parasites and things like that, but I don't know what that is. Something we'll have to look up when we get home.
Oh, he did pick it up. A lot of trash in the water where we're at right now, and it's coming down in the current. And when the pole started dancing, I thought maybe it was just line trash. Nope, he's all tangled up, can't move. Reeling him in backwards. There he goes. Another little channel cat, it's all muddied up. This one's got like the little parasites he was talking about earlier down here on his fins. Sometimes this time of year we'll catch them and they'll just be covered up with them, but other than mud, pretty clean fish. Just released that other fish. Got a line in the water and sat down. It didn't sit down 10 seconds. Fish number 8 of the day picked it up. You know, we're out here on this lake. We're on Schaefer today, and even though they call it a lake, it's basically a river. I mean, the dam down there holds the water back, and the places that, oh, you get to keep your food. The places that we're catching them fastest all seem to have a little bit of current. The last 2 spots we're in, you can see the garbage coming down the river after the flooding, and I think current's the key. You know, we anchored up this morning on a spot that didn't have any, and we just sat. We got down here by the dam, the water's a little deeper, but it seems like the more current we sit in, the faster we're catching fish. So that might be the key for today, is find the current.
Got another one on. It's actually been a little while. This is I think the second spot we've moved to since we put a fish in the boat. Lots of little ones hitting, and we just can't get them hooked. They're so small. But every fish we've caught so far today has been between 21 and 25 feet. Another healthy, good-looking fish. Real thick. It's not a very long fish, but looks like a little bodybuilder. Having a hard time getting my bottom hand around that thing. He's so thick. Nice little fish. He's got parasites on him, and he's getting some of those dots or warts or whatever they are under the skin. It's been a decent bite today. We were hoping it would be fast and furious, but like I said at the beginning of the video, with the water conditions, we knew it could be tough, but we're still having a good day so far, and it's not nearly over yet. The first fish today that really hit it hard and collapsed the rod in the rod holder. We haven't had any big takedowns till this one. And he's putting up a fight. Must be a little more active than the rest of them. I was guessing that fish was going to be a little bigger than that, as hard as he was fighting. Nothing wrong with it. Good fish. Just had a lot of fight for this size. Well, these circle hooks have done their job today. They get them in the corner of their mouth and they are not coming out. Good looking fish. This one's got a something I've never seen on his tail. If you can see that, he's got a black dot in there. I have never seen a fish that had almost like a little birthmark on their tail. Just moved spots and hadn't been sitting here very long and hooked up lots and lots of little bites. We didn't know if we were just into small fish or what, but this one feels pretty decent. This better not be big fish of the day, because Jason said this rod was going to catch big fish of the day where I casted it. It's not big fish of the day, but it's a pretty nice fish. It's a thick channel cat. Well, that's second big fish of the day, so you're close. This one is covered in mud, just like the other worms were. We're talking about catching these fish on soft bottoms. We probably haven't mentioned that enough, but usually we don't catch these fish on anything that has a hard bottom. They want to be down in there in that mud where it's a little bit warmer. But that is a full fish. Big, thick thing. I don't want to hurt him, but I don't know if you can see how much mud's on his belly and where he's been sitting down there, but awesome fish there. It's I don't know. He's probably a 9.5. It might be a 10 pound. What do you think? Pretty good fish. What are you pointing at?
Oh, it's barbel. I thought I had a big leech hanging off his face.
Oh, no. This one does have another birthmark on top. Had one on tail. He just kind of weird. Usually don't see them. We see 2 in a day, but awesome fish. If you could catch them like that all day, it'd be a good time. Going. Almost a double. This rod's still laying here. I just released that last fish. And this one took off. We're sitting in. We're back in 23 foot of water, so we're right in that wheel course. These poles I casted might be a little bit shallower. They may be creeping up close to 18 foot, but still relatively deep. Got through the bottom jaw. I don't know that we've seen that today with the circle hooks, but not in the corner of the mouth like they usually are. It's a flopper. This fish is a lot different color than the ones we've been catching. Most of them we've been catching is real yellow in color, and this one's a little darker, getting that little more blue color in it. Talking about these hooks not getting in their corner of their mouth, I think when they get in the bottom, they're even worse to get out. If I get this one out, there we go. That fish is a lot different color than the other ones we're catching. And it's just shaped a lot different. A lot narrower fish, a lot sleeker. But it's big lips on that thing. I'm gonna get him back in the water. I don't know if he's still on there or not. He hit it hard. He's still there. Why did he come off? He was just swimming at us. Same place, about 5 minutes between fish. If it wasn't March, it was the summer, we'd have beach in the background playing music, catching fish. Couldn't get any better. That is actually a foul hooked fish. When he hit it harder and let off, it must have been just because it wasn't in his mouth. I didn't think he was taking off with it. That hook's ran through the top of his mouth. It's not even actually in his mouth at all. It just ran through the top of the lip. But we'll take it. We got another one. We're fishing the exact same spot we were just at. And we just pulled up and spun the boat around. Try to get our lines more in the kill zone, you'd say. But also we were tired of just facing the sun. So just moved up, spun the boat around, and hooked in another one right away. Another heavy fish. This thing has something going on with this jaw. Did you see that bulging out at all? That was weird looking. He's a fighter. He's not wanting me to get this hook out of him. Circle hooks are definitely burying in that corner of that mouth today. But as you can see, this fish covered in mud again, and they are just laying down in there. And Jason had a good idea, and we moved up just a little bit shallower, and thinking as the day went on, the water's warming up, that mud bottom should warm a little bit. So I think we're onto something here. We're getting into quite a few in a short amount of time here in this little bit shallower water. And when I say shallower, we're still sitting at 20 feet, but 2 feet can make a big difference. This spot is fast and furious. No longer, and get our rods back in the water, and got another one going down, and got another pull right there. It's actually getting hit. Said it before, these fish are really putting up a fight for this time of year and how cold the water is. It's been a lot of fun. All these fish are thick, healthy channel cats. A hard time getting a hold of some of these. They're so big around. Waiting for that one to double up. I'll get this hook out eventually. Another beautiful channel cat. I'm gonna get him back in the water because I think we're gonna have another one hooked up pretty quick. This fish has been toying with this line for at least 5 minutes. Couldn't decide if it was on. And it was just slowly walking it back to the boat. Couldn't even hardly tell there was a bite. That's kind of the typical early spring cold water catfish. He's barely moving it, being real methodical. Another one in the bottom of the lip. One of the smaller fish today, but they're all fun to catch. Another one in the same spot. I don't know if it's just later in the day with the water warming up just a little bit, the sun being up, but If we would have been in this spot all day with this kind of action, we'd have had 50 fish in the boat by now. I was wanting to stay down. I don't think he's big, he's just got a lot of fight in him. Look at the mud on that fish. And what we didn't tell you earlier is we know better than to fish hard bottom, but we went ahead and tried because you never know. And we could not even get a bite on hard bottom. They're all just stuck down there in that mud, which is very typical for this time of year. Another great fish.
Yeah, Heath was going for bait on that last pole, and this one just bent over. And that fish no sooner hit the water and he turned around to get a piece of bait, and this pole just doubled over. Oh, he's in the other line. I sure wish they wouldn't do that.
It doesn't look terrible.
You know, it never fails. I grab another guy's pole when he's got a fish. A small fish today. But that's just my luck.
That's what happens when you grab my rod with the fish on it.
Right in the corner of the mouth. Got a couple rods done tangle. But like Heath said, this spot's just been fast and furious. There's some of them little parasitic mud leeches or whatever it is they are. But in the bottom, something we haven't told you is every fish we've caught today has been on the pocket of the shad. It's been right on the gut pocket. It's been throwing heads all afternoon and doing absolutely no good. So it's going to be shad gut for the rest of the day. It's about time. I'm sitting here watching Heath catch 30 fish to my 3 or something silly. Switched this over to shad gut a little bit ago because I wasn't doing any good on heads. Picked up a midget. But it's better than nothing.
Hey, get that fish in, you can reel this one in on my rod.
That's just the way it works. The front rod up there is getting bumped a few minutes ago. Another little one, but they're coming fast.
I don't think that one's on there still. It might be.
Nope, nothing there. Thought we were going to get a double. Well, it's been the first day of catfishing for the year, and it's been an extraordinary day. We've been out here almost all day. It was cold and frosty when we first got here, and it warmed up into the 50s, and we caught a bunch of fish. Typical weather patterns for this time of year. It's one of our favorites to fish. Mud bottoms, 18 to 22 foot of water, using shad that was left over from last year. And the fish just weren't picky. What can I say? Great day on the water, caught a bunch of fish, not a bunch of boat traffic, which makes things a whole lot better. So with that, just stay tuned and we'll see you next time and keep fishing.